one in particular was really around board presentations. So as CFO, part of my responsibility in board presentations is to make sure that I'm conveying information that's relevant to the board and making sure that I'm doing it in a way that's concise, that's informative, and that really helps drive a discussion. Historically, the way I had approached it was very detail-oriented. All of my commentary was scripted, so it was fairly robotic as I came to learn. To me, I felt like that was the right way to do it initially, and making sure that every single word was perfectly laid out, so that there was nothing that was really off the cuff. That was my historical approach. It was an incredibly labor-intensive process. These were very long decks, very long scripts. One of the biggest benefits that I got, both personally and professionally, from executive coaching was changing my mindset on that. And so one of the skills that I learned through coaching was this idea of coming up with a storyboard. And so just like a comic strip, having a storyboard where you're laying out what is the message that you want to convey to the board. You've got 6 boxes on a piece of paper. Everything that you want to say has to fit in there. And so shrinking down the deck, moving things that aren't value added to an appendix, and really just having a good discussion point that's ready to go. And as I did this and actually got a chance to implement it, the feedback was overwhelming. It was a lot of, boy, we love this and we wish we had seen this sooner. So the light bulb came on, and really moving from tactical to strategic, moving from more of a historical view of the financial state of the company, historical performance, and shifting more towards forward-looking, forecasting mindset, and how strategic drivers can really add value to a firm. I hear how happy and excited I am. I'm a pretty serious person, so relive that excitement and that wow factor of, oh my gosh, this is something that for the rest of my life, I have this skill that I didn't have before, and it's allowed me to have a totally new perspective on how to approach work. I don't know if anyone was happier about the changes and the benefits to my approach to this than my wife. So, instead of spending weeks and weekends and nights preparing for these board meetings, I was able to synthesize that down into just a few slides, very clear messaging, something that was easily digestible, that drove good conversation, and that ended up allowing the board to give me better feedback in terms of, yes, this is working, no, we want to make a change here, we'd love to see this, as opposed to just overloading everyone with data.